Well, it's a beautiful morning in Hot Rod Land, and those of you who saw the video I shot of the back of my garage the other day will probably be somewhat amazed at how clean it looks now. Of course, the part that will probably unamaze you is when you see that all the stuff that was in here is now out there. I still got to find a place to put it, but I will. I'm thinking a lot of it can go in the metal pile, and some of it can go in the attic, and that fuel cell I can sell. This engine dolly I don't need. I took the flathead motor and rolled it around outside here. I figured if it's been buried 20 years, a little rainwater ain't going to hurt it, so I set it outside. I'm going to try to tuck it in nice and neat up in the edge of the building, but you don't get to roll those things around very long before you get a little tuckered, especially at my age. The other thing I did was I took this table that I had originally set up for my plasma burner. I let my plasma burner rest on the floor. I have to get another table to sit it on temporarily. And I put it up on this wheel dolly, rolled the wheel dolly up to the back of the truck so I get this Volkswagen motor sit right on there. That way I can roll this thing around. I've ordered me a Volkswagen engine stand, and it's coming, but it ain't here yet. When it does get here, I'm going to set it right back there in the back of the shop in that cleaned out space. But in the meantime, I can roll this back there and let it sit, and it'll be out of the way and easily move around. I didn't have to take it out. Beautiful thing. Okay, that's just in there real good and nice and neat, so let's see what I can do with the rest of the stuff that I got sitting out in the yard. Okay, I thought I'd show you, now that I'm done, what a good job I did cleaning up the garage back here today. I got the Volkswagen engine inside. I had a generator out in that shed out there, and I brought it in here. And I had some stuff in here that I took out there, like a lawnmower and different things like that. That cement mixer over there was inside that shed, and it didn't really need to be. The only thing that'll be harmed by the weather was the motor, so I just wrapped the motor up and stuck that in behind here. I got all this mess cleaned up that I had laying around back here, although I do have some stuff sitting outside here. That's basically the old flathead motor that was in the ground. I got it covered up with an old A-model hood. I've got a 55 Chevy style cast iron bell housing there, and that Cadillac bell housing that came off the Dynaflow. And I got that old big radiator. That's from a 48 Ford truck. That's the radiator from the other flathead. You know, that's the kind of thing where I'd like to find somebody like to have that. I think I might run an ad in Craigslist or something, see if anybody needs that radiator. I hate to let something like that go to waste, but I don't need it. But anyway, I didn't come out here to talk about that. I just come out here to show you that I did find a place for all this stuff. This scrap wood will, I might, whatever I can't use of this will go to the burn pile. I don't like to throw wood out in the burn pile too quick, because sometimes when I'm putting up shelves and things like that in the garage, like these shelves you see up in the top here, a little piece of wood come in pretty handy. So I usually keep them laying around until the next day or so, until I get through straightening things up, make sure I'm not going to decide I need to put up any more shelves. Of course, right now I don't know where I'd put any more shelves. Even though things are somewhat cleaned up in here, they could still use a lot of straightening. You know, when you work in your garage a lot, especially when you've just built a car, things seem to get a little bit disorderly. That's the way they are right now. I could go through and reorganize all this mess and probably do myself a huge favor in the process, but that'd take time, and you know, I only do so much. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with y'all.